Big butts are popular now. Can we get excited about that? Yes. They're back. I'm thrilled. Last year in the news all the time they were saying like, big butts are sexy now, big butts are the thing, and I was like, yeah, big butts and no boobs and a little bit of a belly. And they're like, no. Gross. Get out of here, you boxy avocado. Sir Mix-a-Lot was not rapping about an Ohio-built lady in a cardigan.
Tonight on Laughs, we went all over the country to find you the best stand-up comedians of the week. Now, here's your host, Steve Hofstetter.
Welcome to another episode of Laughs. We'll get this one started with a comedian who's got a ton of credits. But the most important thing to me is that his middle name is Antelope. Those are some seriously hippie parents. It's time for Gabriel Antelope Rutledge.
I have a daughter in ballet, and she loves it, but she doesn't want to wear the ballet outfit. It's a big struggle to get her dressed. We finally get her to class. She runs around screaming things like, I wish I could dance naked. I want to dance with no clothes on. When I'm older, I'm going to dance with no clothes on all the time. Yeah, that's not what a dad wants to hear, you guys. I probably shouldn't have named her Sapphire. I regret that.
There's a lesbian couple in Ohio, and they're suing a sperm bank because the sperm bank gave them black sperm. And all of my friends, oh my God, they gave them black sperm. Oh, I can't believe they don't want to take care of this baby. You should love that baby no matter what color that baby is. You too good for a black baby? What's wrong with these lesbians nowadays? It's just all uppity. So, Courtney, what do you think about them being upset about the black baby? Look, it's not what they ordered. It's not what they ordered. They didn't order a black baby. Respect their return policy. Honestly, I'm sure they got a receipt. They don't just hand babies out at the sperm bank. You act like you would take a baby home if it didn't look like you. Like, honestly, if my wife has a baby, it's a Samoan baby, I'm not taking them home. So, ooh, not what I ordered. I'm out of here. And the kid was 2 years old. The kid was 2. That means for 2 years, they've been feeding this kid, hoping he'd change colors. It's expensive to raise kids in America. You can't just chalk that up. Would you take care of a child? How expensive it is, and it's not what you ordered? Not like that in other countries, though. Cheap to raise kids in other countries. I've seen it on TV. It's only 39 cents a day. That's all it costs.
My mom is this ex-hippie, pot-smoking, liberal Democrat whose favorite thing to do is to go to gay pride parades. My father, on the other hand, ex-military Rush Limbaugh conservative, who's always been equally uncomfortable around the homosexuals and the vegetarians. My mom, she hosts a lot of Democratic fundraisers at the house, and even though they've been married for like 30 years, my dad is still not invited. Instead, he just sits out front and writes down the license plate numbers of all the communists that live in the neighborhood.
You can do much more on Facebook than sit at home and look at your ex-girlfriend's page wondering what life would have been like if you'd stayed together. It's also where you can watch stand-up videos at facebook.com/LastTVShow. By the way, you're much better off without her.
And now, Young as Hell with Taylor Tomlinson.
I used to work in food service, which is the worst. Clap it up if you've worked in food service. That's, yeah, see? Anybody work in retail? That's second worst. Yeah, oh, a couple people are clapping for both. I feel like if you've worked in both, you should be asked to stand on Veterans Day. It's amazing. Customer service is the worst. People are always complaining about price and stuff. I had a lady come in. I used to work at a buffet, and people would complain about the price, which you should never do at a buffet, because this is America. Put some in your purse, make the most of it. She came in. She's so mad. She's like, lunch is $9? That should be $8. Yeah, she did a little slash motion with her hand. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Zorro. Like, I didn't realize. Like, who died and made you Walmart rollback smiley? Move along. She's so mad. She's like, this is ridiculous. Who is responsible for this? I'm like, probably not the child ringing you up. My name tag is shaped like a tomato. Do I look like I make decisions?
It was always a dream of mine to get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That was like a dream of mine. Like, I wanted to get on there, and I wasn't greedy either. Like, I want to get on the show, and I ain't got to win the whole $1 million. I just want to get on the show and get that $1 $200 question right. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Just a little money to give me a little leeway money. That's all I need. I get on the show, I can see it now. They're like, what's your final answer? I'm like, D, Johanna. They're like, that's correct. Ding, 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 $200. I'm like, cut the check. I'm through, cuz. I'm done. No, don't go to commercial. I'm through, man. Just give me the cash, bro. I'm done. They like, sir, you can still win the whole $1 million. I'm like, I know that. I know how to play this game. I don't want all that money. They like, you got 3 lifelines left. I understand that. I've been watching this game for years, sir. I'm gonna use a lifeline, all right? I'm gonna use a lifeline. Look, all right, I wanna use a lifeline. I wanna phone a friend. I wanna call Sprint. Tell them to cut my phone back on. I got $200 that I can give them right now.
Have something funny to share on Twitter? You could use a carrier pigeon, or you could use #LaughsTV. They both tweet, but only one of them leaves a mess.
My lady likes going, so I get to go to Costco now. That's a weird place to go with adult eyes, not being there as a child. It's a weird place. It's a place where they give you samples of food that everybody already knows the taste of, and people still line up like, oh, what? What is that? Is that mac and cheese? Are you handing out tiny thimbles of macaroni and cheese? Oh my goodness, heck yes. Oh, that's delicious. You eat the whole thing, don't you? Oh my God. Ask the lady in the hairnet stupid questions. Did you add butter to that? Did you add butter? Is that why it's so creamy? You added some butter? No, that's just regular? Oh wow. Wow. Could I get another sample? No? All right, easy, easy. All right. I guess we'll just buy a crate of it. All right, I guess that's what we're gonna do. That's the only place in the world they give you a sample this big and you buy a pallet of it. Nothing else works that way. Imagine if other things worked that way. Imagine if that's how, I don't know, everyone got to pick their significant others. You get a picture this big. And you're like, yeah, that's the one. Are you sure? Yep, that's the one. And then they show up, just whop. And you're like, did you add butter to this?
I'm not conflicted about my sexuality, but I still can't look a guy in the eyes at the same time as drinking a pina colada through a straw.
When you're with an older woman, you're going to be corrected a lot. Because they've seen more stuff. Like, I got corrected for stupid stuff all the time, too. Like, she wanted to go have tacos in TJ. I'm like, babe, we're not doing that. There's a drug war over there. We're not going to go over there for tacos. It's not safe. She's like, let me check. Here's how she checks. We're out buying tequila. She asks the Mexican manager, she's like, hey, is Mexico safe? Here's his response. He's like, yeah. It's okay. I'm Mexican. I know "es okay" doesn't mean anything. If you guys go to a Mexican tire shop, he tells your car "es okay," don't drive it home. I did that recently because I'm poor now. I had like 20 bucks for tires, go to a Mexican tire shop. He pulls my car around, it's wobbling. I'm like, dude, you didn't put my tire on straight. No, I put the tire straight. Right now it's a little bit shaking, but when I'm driving, it's okay. So that's how this guy was talking about going to Mexico for tacos. He kept saying, it's okay. I'm like, dude, no, it's not, man. I've been on the internet. There's beheadings, there's kidnappings. What about the kidnappings, dude? And he's like, okay, if you look too nice, they take you. But right now, how you looking, it's okay. You can go.
At this hour, it's infomercials or us. So thanks for choosing us. It's Laughs. You are cordially invited to watch Laughs.
This comedian once performed at 102 colleges in 112 days. I'm tired just saying that. It's Ronnie Jordan.
I'm a new dad, I'm excited. It almost didn't happen though, because I'm grown. I like to do it with the TV on. Anybody do it with the TV on? Yeah, we leave the TV on like R&B music. You ever try to turn the TV on videos and keep it mellow? You know, you got it on a medium volume. You in there destroying it with this stroke right here. You in there killing it. This is the kill it face right here. You. I was in there destroying it one night. I thought I was, and then you ever have a commercial come on and ruin the whole vibe of the night? You know, the commercials come on loud as hell. We was in there. I was like, you better shut up. You better all I heard was, when I was 14, I thought smoking was cool. I was like, what's up? Come on. I was like, I can't. The chick with the iPod Nano on her throat is really distracting. I had the worst week of my life about a month ago. I shaved my beard off and everybody in Atlanta thought I was a lesbian. Shut up. I was in the club, this little girl was like, that little stud, cute as hell. I was like, bitch, I'm a boy. I'll punch you in your Who you talking to?
Make horrible life choices. I watched a Beyonce documentary. I knew it was gonna be terrible. I knew it was gonna be terrible. It was called Beyonce, in her own words, life is but a dream. In her own words, life is, no. Beyonce, those are not your words. They belong to row, row, row your boat. Who are, you're rich, you're beautiful, you're famous, and you're stealing from row, row, row your boat. No. The whole first hour, she complains her dad pushed her too hard. Really, he pushed you too hard to sing and dance? My heart breaks for you, because my dad pushed me hard, but it was to deliver penny savers. Yeah, year-round, in Buffalo, New York, for my entire childhood. No, yeah, we made $25 a week throwing garbage on our neighbors' doorsteps. And like, I know, $25 doesn't seem like a lot of money today, but back then, it wasn't a lot of money.
Oh, this all looks so good. I know, I'm so excited.
You guys ready to order?
Yes. Can I have the vegetable fettuccine with a side of soup?
And for you?
You know what? I'm also gonna have the vegetable fettuccine with a side of salad.
Actually, I'm not that hungry. I'm gonna skip the soup.
You know what? I'm actually not that hungry either. No salad for me.
Can I have the fettuccine without sauce?
Ooh, that sounds great. Me too, please.
So you just want noodles and vegetables?
Yep, sounds great.
Except no noodles.
Make mine a half order.
Can I get my vegetables steamed, not fried?
Take out the broccoli.
No carrots.
No zucchini.
No eggplant.
No onions.
No Diet Coke.
No water.
Oh my god, this all looks so good.
I'm so excited. Yours looks amazing. I'm dying. This is delicious.
Oh, so good.
Excuse me, can I get a box for this?
You, Catherine.
Laughs, not the comedy show you want. We're the comedy show you need. Please enjoy more laughs.
And now, Mad as Hell with Tom Simmons.
They're trying to get a Mars trip together, you know? They're also planning on having people living in outer space on the space station for 2 years at a time eventually. They've already decided they're going to have men and women astronauts living there together, so they expect things will happen sexually between them. So their idea to alleviate problems that they foresee happening from that is to put couples in space together. Yeah, to alleviate problems, they're going to put couples together. Yeah, gonna hear that call back to NASA at 7 in the morning. Like,
Houston, we got a problem. Apparently I've said something that pissed my wife off. She's cut off my air supply. Yeah, she's really tearing things up in there, man. I'm hiding in the escape pod right now. I can see all my things floating around the Milky Way. I don't know what to do. I even reread that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Can we have permission to swing by there and drop her off?
I don't know if you know this, but the Macintosh computer turned 30 this year. Did you know this? And that really bummed me out because I'm 43, which means I am 13 years older than basic technology. I remember when we didn't have cell phones. I remember when we didn't have answering machines. Is anyone here old enough to remember that? I was 13 when my family got our first answering machine. Before that, if someone called you and you weren't home, that was the end of that story.
If YouTube's a family, consider us your creepy uncle. Watch all of our episodes at youtube.com/laughstv show, and we'll give you a hug. A long hug. An uncomfortably long hug.
I do think dating is way too competitive. I saw a woman so attractive, I got mad at my parents. So you gotta work out, you gotta eat right, but you never know what you're getting anymore. You see on the food packages now, it says 0 grams trans fat, no MSG, no lard, all that kind of stuff. And that makes me wonder, was that stuff even in there in the first place? Because they could put whatever they wanted on the package, and we would be sure that all the other products had it in there. Right? You're at the store, and you're like, should I get these chips or these chips? Well, it says these ones are made with no nails. They're $4 more. Those ones probably have nails in them. Yeah, there's no crack in these either. We should probably get these. But it works though, right? So now I'm in the process of applying this concept to my own life. So say I'm sitting back here next to a female who's maybe more attractive than myself. Somebody comes up behind us and they're trying to decide which one of us they want to hit on. But on the back of my shirt, it says 0 grams chlamydia. And her shirt says Kesha or something.
Being a comic is like being a superhero. But instead of a cape, you have bad credit. And instead of superpowers, you have bad credit.
This comedian lives with his grandmother, who will probably watch this tomorrow on DVR. Morning, Grandma. It's Martez Jackson.
Look here, women, if y'all find me attractive, let me ruin that for you right now. I'm still at home with my grandparents. Yeah, and actually, my grandparents just celebrated 61 years of trying to kill each other, okay? Y'all don't know these two old people. These are the only two people I know go to bed at night, wake up the next morning, and get mad because the other one is still alive. One time, my grandmother tried to give my grandfather his own funeral while he was taking a nap. She had 3 of her friends standing there like flower bearers. She got mad at him because he woke up. Oh, this selfish. My grandfather ain't no better. My grandfather has mild dementia. He has what's called sundowners, and he's a World War II veteran, right? So every time the sun go down, he start having war flashbacks, but the only person he's shooting at is my grandmother. I don't understand it. And me and my grandmother are at odds a lot because I do something she don't like. I throw away old stuff in the house, like stuff with an expiration date on it, I throw it away. You ever notice the older people in your family never clean out their medicine cabinet? I had a cold 2 weeks ago. My grandmother gave me some cough syrup so old, the dude on the box had an afro. I said, wait a minute, Grandma. I read the box, it was called Right On Cough Syrup. I said, wait a minute, Grandma. It had a caption that said, if you want the cold, knock right out, get right on. I said, wait a minute.
These actually are the laughs you're looking for. It's laughs. We paid our bills. Now more laughs.
I feel like people that make nature documentaries, like, they don't get nearly enough credit. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's an impossible job to make a nature documentary, and no one cares. Like, it's so hard to do that job and not flip out all the time. Because if they had my personality, or tasked with making a nature documentary, you'd be watching one, and the narrator would be like, this is the Andean spotted panther. We spent over 7 years in the wilderness just to capture one glimpse of this elusive cat. No one has captured him on film before. Did you hear what I said? I said 7 years in the wilderness just to capture one glimpse of that cat. I was away from my family for 7 years. I missed the birth of my son. He calls me David now, not Dad. David, because I missed his birth. You kind of fast forward to hopefully skip the breakdown, and he's like, 7 years I was in the wilderness, why? I'm the narrator. What skills do I have to contribute on an expedition? I went to Juilliard for Shakespeare. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. This isn't even my real accent. I'm from Jersey, man. They just pay you more if you sound British. It's ridiculous. You fast forward again. He's like, I don't know what happened, man. I was supposed to be in movies by now, but it didn't work out.
Our plane crashed in the Andes, man. It was terrible. We had to eat one of the camera guys. He was my best friend, but he was the weakest one. He was the weakest one.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.